You're contesting with someone that was once your TA, contesting with
Oh, he was
a
a
former
TA.
executive. Yeah, he once taught me actually.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yes, it seemed quite impossible.
Yes,
There are instances where their lecturers wouldn't come to class without any clear communication. I'm a potential millionaire.
All right, so
Okay, so Bashir is a big brother. Equally, there are days I'll come to class and there are no chairs. I have to move around and something we are all facing. That is why you have to vote for me to be able to spearhead that advocacy.
all right. Hello there. Welcome to another episode of the Bright Show right here on ATU TV. My name is Bright Boache Blay, and as you all know, today we'll be giving you an update on what is trending in Accra Technical University, and after that we'll be delving into today's episode, which is Departmental Convo. And today we have here the president of COMSA. Yes, and I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with my co-host Aisha.
Yes, my name is Aisha Alasan Tuntea, and this week is all about the Akwaaba week. And as we all know, Akwaaba is a celebration that is held annually to welcome fresh students to campus. From activations, seminars, games, cooking competitions, jams, pageantry to artist nights, it's a full week of vibes, culture, and student engagement. And the Duku walk was a success. And then in our celebrations, in our enjoyment and entertainment, the SRC, in collaborations with the ATU Library and Faculty of Built Environment, organized a heartwarming outreach to support orphanages. And then the Afro Wave also was a success. And also Mr. and Mrs. Akwaaba, which was eagerly anticipated by the students. And now to our last event, which is happening today, the Artist Night. We are expecting entertainment figures, popular entertainment figures such as Big Paradise, Lalit, and other entertainment figures which you'll be seeing this evening. Now,
All right, Aisha, thank you so much for the updates on what is trending in Accra Technical University. Now, we'll be moving to having a discussion with the president of COMSA, then Presser, and now it's COMSA. So help me welcome the president of COMSA. Hello, Abdul. Sani.
Hello,
You're welcome to the Bright Show.
Thank you so much.
First of all, Abdul Jalil, right?
Sani, yeah.
Is a level 300 public relations and digital communication student at Accra Technical University. He serves as the president of COMSA and aspires to become the SRC president with a clear vision for strong student representation. He won Supreme Africa Influential Student of the Year 2024 as Ghana's representative and received the Student of the Year Award 2025 but by Gold Act. He has spoken at national and international conferences, and including the PR Knowledge Sharing Conference 2025. Beyond campus, he works as a teacher, social media manager, marketing manager, and master of ceremonies. Many know him as The Voice. He stands for youth empowerment, leadership, and excellence. Hello, Sunny, once again.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, Grace. How are you?
I'm also fine.
Okay.
I'm also fine. All right. So let's start from the election and then the time that you were being sworn in as the president till now. How do you feel? Can you walk us through the journey?
Okay. It's a very interesting one with a blend of doubt to possibilities. From the election, it was a very hectic one and interesting one. There were so many that thought things couldn't go how it went.
Okay.
I mean, you're contesting with someone that was once your TA, contesting with
he was
a
a
former
TA?
executive. Yeah, he once taught me actually.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yes, it seemed quite impossible. Yes, so even through the moment of campaign, we just knew that it had to take the intervention of the Lord and the good people for things to work out. Yes, so it was. It is one of the moments that I'll forever be proud of winning this COMSA election. It was a lot.
Wow, competing with your TA, your own teacher. Hey, and you won.
He's a great man to me too.
Beautiful.
Well, how so far What are the achievements so far? Yeah, what are the achievements you have done so far?
Great. So I think we've done a couple of things, but many is still on the way. So the very popular one is the change of the name. You know, we assumed office as executives of PRISA, that is the Public Relations Student Association.
Okay.
But we found it biased to call the entire student body, the association, Public Relations Student Association, because we felt it was much aligned with those that are studying PR. But this is the case that COMSA now has students that are studying multimedia communication.
Okay.
This year we introduced graphic communications as well. So if you call it PR, I mean, those that are studying the multimedia and graphic communication would feel left out. So it was also equally a very hectic process, but by God's grace, we were able to make that happen. And I think looking at the publicity, one of our main focus assuming office was the publicity aspect. You know, as PR we should be the best when it comes to communication.
Exactly.
Yes. Those that we our predecessors did a very good job, but we felt much could be done. So upon assuming office, we focus much on the publicity aspect too. So if you've noticed, right now COMSA is very active in terms of communication. We introduced a channel that makes communication very easy for the students. We introduced this newsletter style of communicating information. You know, students, as soon as you come to level 100, you join so many groups.
Exactly.
So sometimes fetching the content of an information is very hectic. So we thought of just doing something simple. They will just see the updates and see that, okay, this is what they are trying to communicate. So upon being interested, they then go on to read more. So that is one of the things on the aspect of the publication too. We are looking at doing some newsletters too. So it is going to be a monthly basis. Yes. And it's a lot on the publicity that have been done. Good people of COMSA will testify to that. Yeah.
Okay, so let me follow up with this question. So you were sworn in last year September.
Yeah, the
Right.
15th September.
15th September.
Yeah.
And it's about 7 months now.
7 months?
Yeah.
Not 5 or 4.
No. 7 months now.
Really?
And and I believe you promised the student before election that you do a whole lot for them.
A whole lot, yeah.
What are some of the things that you promised and you are yet to work on, or you are working on currently?
Okay. Thank you so much. So you know, one thing that was very different about my style of campaigning and leadership was that I didn't want the whole ideas to be fixed on me as the face or the rep. So maybe I'll possibly come with my own policies and come and execute them. No, I decided to solicit for the interest of the students. So I don't know if you noticed, but for some time now we've been going on a tour that I think we started with. We've been to almost all the 300 classes.
Okay.
Yes. We share with them some of the things we wish to execute. We take their ideas and we blend them together. So for some time now, this is what we've been doing, and we've been able to execute some of them, and most of them are on their way too.
Wow. Well, so what one thing did you do for the student and you think they will be proud of, or they are proud of?
Okay.
One particular thing.
Almost everything that has been done so far, because I feel there was the need of it being done. But one of the things that is very dear to me right now is the introduction of the COMSA TV.
Okay.
It hasn't been officially announced yet, but there is going to be a COMSA TV where we will be having this. You know, we are communication personnel, so we will be having podcast session discussing. I think the PRO would going forward discuss that into detail with the student body, but we will have some podcast session making it open to all students of COMSA to contribute, and also you know, the newsletter I spoke about, we'll be reviewing it as well and all that. So it's going to be a very engaging part of it too.
Interesting.
And since you have the students at heart, I'm sure you listen to their complaints, right?
Very well.
So what are some of the problems you have heard that students are facing, and what are the challenges you are facing yourself, and how can you do to, what are the things you are putting in place to curb them?
Great. So honestly, you know, just like you stated, I'm reading the system too. So whatever revolves around me too. So I've listened to the cries of many students, and one of the things that resounds is this classroom system, and also
the PA system,
the classroom, you know, how the sessions of you come online, you are offline, face to face, and all that, and also the issues of classrooms. So that was a very difficult one, because if you would agree with me, it is beyond my capacity as a department president to solicit for students to get classroom or be in face to face. Yes, but I think we have a department that do support us too. So I think I put the complaints to the head of department, and about a week ago, he listened to us and he's made arrangements. So to the good people of COMSA, I'm sure they noticed that there was a message from my office communicating to all full-time students that henceforth they are going to have their lectures in person. So yes, that is
from
what
now till exam time.
Yes, henceforth. So, you know, although there will be challenges with that too, because the classrooms, they've been scheduled already. So that is another phase of it we have to look at. But for now, yes, we've been able to contribute to a solution of that problem.
But some of them are currently doing online. Yeah. So
that is very true. You know, you have
No, don't worry.
Okay, so that is true with the online. But as I specified, the HOD gave the permission that the full-time students will be having the face-to-face.
Okay.
Henceforth, yes, please. Yes, please.
But do you not think one of the solutions to this whole online thing, for instance, our class, if the classes here are going to be occupied within the week, we would look for an empty class at the CIB. BT, yes. Do you not think it's also something that would help?
Great. So I think I'll thank you for enlightening me on that. I'll take that contribution and I'll see how best we can work around that too.
Right.
But what I understand, even with the CIBT, the classes have been allocated to some specific classes already too. But then I'll see to that and know how best we can go about that. So.
All right. So we have another segment of the Vice Show where we tell students to join the conversation by typing their own questions to ask the guest. And we have a couple of questions here that the student want to ask you personally. So let me just read them quickly and then see the way forward. So this one is from an anonymous person. Saying, Mr. President, how best are you managing or helping Diploma PR 200 students with the fact that lecturers don't come to class, online classes also aren't effective? Students complain and authority demand them to render apologies. These students have paid fees and are also stakeholders of the institution. So anonymous person from the department.
And the person wished to know how best I'm contributing to that, right? It will astonish you to know that I actually didn't know about this election, this whole thing until I think was it yesterday or the day before. So one thing I am pleading to my people is that I am closer to you than any president could ever be to you. So in such cases, I suggest that you do communicate with me, because I didn't know about it at all. That they have.
You didn't know about it. That's saying you don't have online yourself.
I do have online, but with their case, they said they complain and they still get issues or whatsoever. So I do have online myself. I'm not saying about the online case, but specifying it to their case. The person was saying they always have online or something.
No, let me take it. It says, how best are you managing or helping Diploma PR 200 students with the fact that lecturers don't come to class? Online classes also aren't effective. Students complain and authority demand them to render apologies. These students have paid fees and are also stakeholders of the institution.
That is very true. I understand whatever the person is saying. We've all paid fees and we expect to be given the best of service. So with the online case, I think for that one it's universal. We all know that online in ATU is never effective. But what I would talk about is the lecturers not coming to class. You know, on the normal, they are supposed to be there, because the students oftentimes we leave home to come here and we are even paying the fees for that. So that is where it boils down to my point that such cases is where I expect them to communicate with us. We are not far from you. I didn't know that there are instances where their lecturers wouldn't come to class without any clear communications. You get that? But now that I know, Mr. or Miss Anonymous, trust me, we'll work towards that. Yes,
and the other person here, this one says, I learned he's coming for SRC. SRC. Why should we vote for him in 2 words?
In 2 words.
Why should we vote for him in 2 words?
Okay, so competence, inclusiveness.
Competence, inclusiveness.
Yeah.
And another question says, how do we make communication strong in ATU? Hey. Are you responsible for that?
Oh yes, he is the
I'm glad
COMSA
you asked
president,
you asked A. How do we make communication stronger in ATU?
Yeah.
This question is coming with
Okay, right. So let's move on. Are you just making friends for votes, or it's a genuine something which is going to continue after the winning?
Okay. So whoever knows me so well that I'm the kind that do value relationships a lot, and making friends is it's my style of living. I mean, I've had so many people that have really influenced my life, people that have contributed strongly to my life. So I don't joke with friendship and the bonds. So it's I beg you, it's not just for election. I'm a good friend to everyone.
It's not just for election. All right. So what makes him eligible for the position? What makes you eligible?
Eligible for the position?
Yeah.
SRC president?
Exactly.
Oh, first of all, I'm a student. I'm a student and I qualify, I mean, by all the statements that the constitution is giving. I do qualify. You have to be a student, you have to have a particular CGPA, you have to be in a particular year group and all that. Yes, I don't know if I'm understanding the question so well, but if it is asking about what makes me eligible, then these are the things that are making me eligible.
Okay.
But what is inspiring me to come in is the voices of the students that I've been hearing, the things that I think should be looked at, the passion within me, and the competence I wish to manifest.
Okay. And I think the life that you're living right now, it looks like you are a role model to some people. So this question says, how are you able to get so many opportunities at such a young stage?
This is interesting. First of all, it is God that is helping us. It is grace that is leading the way. But I think what I do differently is that I don't rest on my passion. So if I see any opportunity I think I can manifest, I can work around this, I grab it. And growth is a wonderful miracle that is manifested by time, So I always try to put myself to growth. And that is where these connections come in. You meet people, you value their status. Trust me, there are most of the opportunities that came my way that didn't even come from people that are assumed to be big people, but the people that know people. You get that?
Wow,
so that is why you have to really value everyone. So like I stated earlier, I really value friendships and relationships because I know the impact they carry around.
All right, so this is from another student. It says, this is not the time for questions. Tell your administration to do better.
Okay.
There aren't enough chairs, classrooms, or even good network for students and lecturers yet. Yet there are ongoing programs. Let me take it again. There aren't enough chairs, classrooms, or even good network for students and lecturers. Yet there are ongoing programs. Fix your problems first.
Okay. That is an interesting one. I understand the person is a concerned student, but one thing I wish to explain to everyone out there is that there are hierarchies in powers. I am the COMSA president, and honestly, there are days I'll come to class and there are no chairs. I have to move around and search for chairs. I mean, that tells you that it is beyond my doings. I am the president to, not even to the department. I want to clear this misconception, right? So COMSA is an association under the department, and we generate our funds internally. I mean, everything is done internally. The association is a body on its own. The department is a body on its own. So with the issues of chairs, trust me, there is no department president that is able or that will be able to secure chairs for you. it is up to even the SLC. They have to advocate. So whoever this is coming from, please, it is not a problem that COMSA executives are turning a blind eye to. Together, it is something beyond us all. It's something we are all facing. That is why you have to vote for me to be able to spearhead that advocacy.
All right.
And then you see, COMSA is an infant. Should I say no? Department. You corrected that. Is an infant association.
Yeah.
PR and then multimedia. Yes, we are infant associations. How do you see us in 5 years' time?
Great. So if you would agree with me, in about I think this short period, you see that COMSA is dominating, irrespective of how small we are and how we are growing. I think Miss Akwaaba is even from COMSA, right?
Oh, I see.
Great. So COMSA is dominating, and I see COMSA to be dominating in the next years to come, irrespective of the numbers we have. We have the whatever it takes to dominate. We have whatever it takes to manifest greatness. And one thing I spotted to be off is the lack of systems we had. So if one thing myself and my administration have been looking at for some time now is to building the systems that will give the students the opportunity to let their potentials be out there. So initially, I think COMSA didn't have a committee for women empowerment. COMSA never had a committee for part-time students. So yes, let me say this: the part-time students, you are very dear to us. We don't take whatever support you are giving us for granted. So COMSA is looking at having a committee, not looking at, we've even established it, a committee for part-time students, whereby we would be able to get people from the part-time to represent the interest of their people. COMSA is having a public speaking and a debate club now, because we are communication students, and most of us are capacitated in that field. Yes, COMSA, there are a couple of things that COMSA is coming up, and yes, let's expect a face of COMSA too. Right? Yes, so there are, yes.
All right. So the questions, I just have a couple of them, few of them here. This one says, are you a millionaire? Come on, ask questions.
I'm a potential millionaire.
All right, so this one says, ask Sunny that who is the former department organizer, into bracket Bashiru, to him because he loves him too much.
Oh, okay. So Bashiru is a big brother. Let me put it that way. You know, whoever helps you in life, you have to really cherish that person or such people, because these days securing help from people that are genuine is very difficult to get. So that is how come we love each other so much. We've stepped through for each other in so many ways. Yeah, so that is how come.
Okay, so a few more here. You cross my mind at the most random times, like nothing even triggers it. It just happens, and I hate how normal it feels now.
That I cross the person's mind.
Yeah, I don't know who the person is. Do you have anything to say to the person?
Well, I don't think I have anything.
All right, so what have you done for the department since you became the president? I think you said that. So please rewatch the video.
Yes, let me chip in this. Most of the students don't look into what happens within COMSA. You know, there are cases. When I came into office, we've been able to collaborate with national organizations to organize about 3 seminars, which we invited the students, the good people of COMSA, and trust me, for most of them, the turnout was very bad. Yes, so I wish to plead to my people, you have to look within the department, you have to know what is happening, join our communications platform so that you'll be updated. Else when you are there, it will always seem like you are doing nothing. Meanwhile, you'll be missing most of the opportunities that are coming your way. Yes.
Wow. All right, so 2 more questions to go. What are you doing to help the PR department? I think you said a lot. Yeah, so kindly watch the video again and see. So last question says, we feel like our voices are not being heard as a PR student. What are you doing about that? There's the last question.
Oh, I wish voices are not being heard in what case?
I don't know.
I wish the person could
clarify that.
Because talking about hearing your voice is heard when you put it to whoever can do something about it, right?
Exactly.
And whoever has raised a concern, it's either we've worked on it or we are working on it. So I don't know if the person is talking about the external factor, that is with regards to the SRC, but should it be within COMSA, then the person needs to come clear.
So what would you tell the person who is facing their concerns? Some people don't know the channels through which they would send their information. Where should they type their concerns in the class group? Should they come to you personally? How do they do that?
Great. So as I stated, I am not far from any of you, and I would appreciate it a lot to be bombarded with the problems of students, you know that. So you can just reach out to me with your problems. You can reach out to your reps. If that is going to be, a long process, you can just text me directly and let me know what is wrong.
And then this week is the Akwaaba week. We are welcoming fresh students. What would you tell the fresh students that are coming into your department?
But so they are the the most fortunate amongst all. You know, coming into COMSA is a blessing, considering the privileges we are securing for the students and how best we are looking at impacting the lives of our people. So this is the right time to be in COMSA, and you are welcome. Some of them have even started giving reviews on how kind the reception has been. That is COMSA. You are welcome home.
You're welcome home. So after COMSA, what is next for Sunny?
That is a lot, but immediately after COMSA, SRC is next, and we are working on that too. So yes, whoever asks, I am pleading that you join me. Let's make this happen. Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me say something. So you see how students go to classrooms and then the learning centers, they learn, they sit down and learn, and then eat, and then put the rubbish down on the ground. It makes the place look so nasty. You enter into a classroom to go and learn, you see rubbish around. What advice do you have for those people?
Okay. So I think everyone here is I'm confidently saying we are all intellectuals, you know, and it is highly important we keep our surroundings clean. They paint an image of us, you know that. So I'm pleading, good people of COMSA and ATU, let's try so well to keep our environment clean.
All right, so to the Department of COMSA, formerly known as PRESA, we are currently coming up with an initiative which is going to help students, and the initiative is we're going to take part in sanitation and also educate students on sanitation. So if you are interested, not like you're interested, all of you have to join, because we want to create a conducive learning and teaching environment so that we all can learn very well and pass our exam with flying colors.
Now, this brings us to the end of the Bright Show, and we are thankful to our team, the camera crew, our director, Mr. Anthony, and then join us same time on ATU TV. This is the Bright Show, and my name is Aisha Al-Hassan.
And my name is Bright Boache Blay. Thank you, Honorable Sunny.
You're welcome. Thank you for